my research examines a topic that remains largely underexplored in the literature, and I'm looking at how is it that criminal violence increases women's vulnerability to gender-based violence and the implications of it for gender inequality in political participation. And I studied this topic in the context of a country that is well known for extensive territorial control by gangs, as well as high levels of violence against women. And in this project, I argue that gangs' control of these territories actually undermines women's political participation, in part because it increases the actual probability for a woman to be a victim of gender violence in the streets of neighborhoods, but also within the privacy of their homes. And I argue that gangs actually engage in public displays of sexual violence against women with the objective of infusing actually fear of crime and in that way maintaining territorial control. I also argue that the absence of the state in these controlled territories increases also the levels of impunity, which in turn increases the risk for women to actually being victimized of these less visible forms of violence, such as intimate partner violence. So in short, my project seeks to understand how gang control undermines women's political participation under conditions of gang control, and I look at this topic using different methods, a mixed method, qualitative data and quantitative data. And my quantitative analysis actually relies on georeference data that allows me to map out gang control across the territory in El Salvador and explore variations in citizens' experiences in those neighborhoods, and also their levels of political participation, and focusing particularly on women and how that actually increases the gender gap in political participation. Thank you.